All right, so problem 1 says n is greater than 2 and at the same time it's less than or equal to 8. So let's just look at this piece here. N is bigger than 2. So here's 2, numbers bigger than 2. That'd be 3, 4, 5. So this is going to sort of start here and go that way forever. Those are numbers bigger than 2. Makes sense to me. Numbers, and it says, and at the same time, though, the numbers must be less than or equal to 8. Well, let's just look at this individually. N is less than or equal to 8. Well, that would be right here's 8 and includes it. So remember a darkened circle saying, hey, it includes it. And it's less than 8. It's going this way. So we're looking for the numbers that are on both these two. Well, that's going to be from here to here. So it's all the numbers between 2 and 8. 5. 5 is bigger than 2 and less than 8. 4. 4 is bigger than 2 and less than 8. So that would be the graph for number 1. Number 2, it's an OR situation. So either one is fine. We can put them together. ORs are usually going to be, one's going to be going that way and the other's going to be going that way. So I have n is less than 1. Now it's an open circle. Less than 1. The numbers less than 1 are going this direction. Okay. Or bigger than 6. Well, here's 6, open circle because it does not include 6, and going that direction. There's an OR. ORs for the most part are going to look like that, where 1 is going to the left and 1 is going to the right. You need numbers less than 1 or bigger than 6. Number 3, this situation is an and. It's basically saying you need n to be bigger than -3, and at the same time, I need it to be what? Less than or equal to 4. It's basically saying n is between -3 and 4. So you could graph the two like we did on problem 1, but this is just easy to look at and say, hey, n is between -3 and 4. Does it include -3? No, so I'll put an open circle. And then it goes up to 4. Does it include 4? Yes. So it's a darkened circle. So there's number 3. Let's go to number 4. This is an OR, so it's going to be going both directions, left and right. N is smaller than or equal to -4. So here's -4. It includes it, and it's going to the left. Or n is bigger than 8. Does not include it, doesn't have an or equal to on it, bigger than 8, so it's going that way. So there's number 4's graph. And finally, number 5, it's an OR. N's bigger than -1, so that is here, bigger. The number's bigger than -1 or to the right. N is less than 2. Wait a second, well, that's here, and that's going this way, so what ends up happening? Well, what happens is everybody gets shaded. So this ends up being one whole big shading. Since the 2, -1 falls in that, it gets covered. And when we're going that way, that got covered. So everybody is a solution. It's technically all real numbers. So every number fits this. Every number is bigger than -1 or smaller than 2.